The night of the 22nd of September 2019, it's really bugging me with regards to what Melanie Gibb says, with regards to the emotion that David Warwick does show about JJ. Just Melanie and this rote repeating of the line that she's going to spin, because she knows that Lori or Chad aren't going to call her out on it. I just thought, well, you know, a little boy with autism who's feeling a little bit disturbed. There's people he doesn't really know in his house, and there's been so many changes. He doesn't have his comforting dog that would normally keep him in his bed. His service dog has been taken away, and it was the service dog that stopped him getting out of bed and wandering. He would sleep through the night or stay in the bed through the night because of the dog. Well, what if during this podcast Lori left the podcast, taped up JJ's mouth and bound him, saying, "You little shit, you little rotter, you're just disturbing us, you're just in the way for the last time. I'm seeing to it that you just will not, you little zombie." And what if the story that we're not hearing is, oh, perhaps Uncle Alex did bring him in his little red jammies. But you know, David will say, well, he was put in this bed. Melanie doesn't know. They don't know anything that happens after that. Have they been asked? Did Lori leave the podcast room? Did she leave the kitchen? Did she go and sort JJ out? And that's why David Warwick had to ask in the morning, is JJ okay? They know abuse happened. I think this is what's happened. I wasn't quite sure. I couldn't work it out. There was something wrong, something very odd. So I put it to you. And I think after my discussions with myself here yesterday, I think I've come to this conclusion, and I think I'm going to stick to it. Alex did bring JJ back, but Alex brought JJ back in the middle of a podcast, and you know, these special adults all want to play together and they're so fucking full of themselves. A little boy who's not going to stay in bed, this is going to piss Lori off for one last time, isn't it? And what's she going to do? She's going to get some tape and she's going to wrap him up. I wonder. I don't know when they got this tape. Okay, so maybe Uncle Alex bought it on the Sunday, so I'm wrong. You know, maybe that's where he was when he wasn't at the condominium with the others. Maybe he was babysitting JJ. Maybe he was preparing JJ. Yeah, I think Melanie Gibb absolutely knows, and she just feels a false sense of something now. She knows she has to speak up. She knows Lori isn't just going to contradict her and say, you know what happened. Yeah. It's not enough, Melanie Gibb. Nothing but the truth is what JJ and Tylee deserve now. And you're just being fake, and it's all about self-preservation. Now, of course, people can understand that. You are terrified, you know you have to pay, but wouldn't it be better to pay your dues and then move on in life later? You're going to live this lie the rest of your life. Think of the McCanns.